And Nathan, this is your chance to not be in here because you are probably going to die of embarrassment. Just so you know.
Runs away.
So do I have anybody in the crowd who's in therapy? Woo!
I should be.
I go once a week. I'm every therapist's dream. You know, I sleep with a weighted blanket. I'm medicated. I have a whole bunch of unhealthy coping skills. You know, I'm basically a walking dumpster fire. But I have no boundaries. So we've been working on learning how to have boundaries. And apparently the appropriate thing is not to punch somebody in the throat if they don't respect your boundaries. Any animal lovers in the crowd? Woo! I love them all. I'm up to pet anything. An elk, a deer, a bear, you know. So I was in a Zoom meeting at the Grand Canyon. My director, there's an elk standing right outside the window, and the first thing she says is, "No, Damaris, you can't pet it." I was like, damn. So I'm pretty sure that if I meet an untimely demise, it's going to be because I tried to pet something that I shouldn't. So who are dog people? Woo! Cat people. Woo! Okay, cats rule and dogs drool. Let me explain. Cats are like the perfect roommate, and dogs are like kids. So I know everybody's going to say, well, you have to scoop the litter box. But you know, I don't have to walk out in public carrying a little plastic bag and pick up dog shit and carry it with me until I find somewhere to throw it away, right? Cats are aloof. You know, they kind of occupy themselves. They don't need a lot of attention. And if you give them too much, they'll bite you. But dogs are needy, like kids. They need to go outside. It's colder than a witch's titty. It don't matter. Got a foot of snow? That don't matter either. You got to take them out. And you might as well forget about making traveling easy, because you either got to take them with you, get a sitter, or put them in a kennel. Now cats, you put out extra food and water, make sure they have a clean litter box. You can go away for several days. You come home and they're like, oh, you were gone? I didn't notice. You know, kind of like having a boyfriend. Yeah, dogs are like kids. Do I have any parents in the audience? Okay, so we all know that kids are little assholes, right? And I tell everybody that if your kid has not screamed at you, I hate you, or you haven't flipped your teenager off behind his back, you're not doing it right. Right? I think I did okay, though. All three of my kids, they grew up to adulthood, and none of them have had to have therapy yet. I also know I've done a good job because I have all of them convinced that they are my favorite. Yeah. But it's good because, you know, they grow out of being assholes, which is nice. And they are, so, like I always say, dogs are like kids. And I've been on a bunch of dating sites, and every time I see a guy with a dog, the first thing I think is, damn, we are not going to have any alone time. And of course, then, you know, people who have little kids, what always crosses my mind is, man, it's a shame that we couldn't just drop them off at a kennel, you know, like you do your dog. I haven't had much luck, other than a few dick pics and some bizarre messages.
Yes, ma'am.
Who knew that a box of condoms would last this long?
They don't. Be careful.
It has been so long since I've had a date. I had to go buy a new toy. Right? So, of course, it's hard to meet a man here. And I have found the solution. I don't like sushi. I know guys do. So I have learned how to make hillbilly sushi. I get on the counter and I drop my pants.
I'll take one, please.
I thought about changing my dating profile, see if I get any better luck. Like sexy librarian, loves cats and Disney. Has unhealthy coping mechanisms, no boundaries, and attends therapy every week. Oh, and she still has an unopened box of condoms. That's it for me. Thank you.